spiritual sobriety. Remain sober in all things. We know that the battle is truly in our mind, and that's where the battlefield is. That's where that warfare is. We read in scriptures that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, in high places. And that is, they battle in our minds. What we will always need to remember when these things occur is to stay on the Lord's truth. That's our weapon. Weapon of warfare. It's war going on in the mind. We must not allow the enemy to win. Our weapon of warfare is mighty through God, and He helps us. It pulls down the strongholds which the enemy seeks to implant in our minds. He implants a seed and sees if you're going to receive it and believe it, that seed may grow and become a plant. Then it becomes a tree. Then it starts gaining greater root, and then it starts bearing fruit. We don't want that to happen. We destroy that stronghold through the truths of God, and we begin to water that truth. This is why it's important for us to read the Word, meditate on it, read the Word slowly, meditate on it, digest it, savor it. Go about your day on that same truth, meditating on it. Okay? Our weapon of warfare is mighty through God. It pulls down these strongholds. It casts down the imaginations in which principalities and powers and darkness and Satan, demons, are seeking to put in your mind. It's not your imagination, but they implant that into your mind and watch to see what your reaction will be to it. We must cast that down always. You say at times, when will it end? It won't end until the day you die. It won't end until you are translated. But are you willing to fight and continue to fight and resist? That's the thing. That weapon also casts down high things. These high things also come from principalities, powers of darkness, Satan. This is where the antichrist is birthed, in our mind. You see how we have to cast down strongholds. You see how we have to cast down imaginations. You see how we have to cast down every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. These are all characteristics, traits of an antichrist. If we do not allow these things to be cast down, we will become that. Next thing you know, we have conflict with other brethren in the faith who are speaking truth. Why? Because these things are not cast down. We need to continue to resist. As well, when you find yourself in confusion, lost, not knowing where to go, what to do, go back to His Word and practice it. Go back to the straight and narrow. Go back to self-denial, carrying your cross, and looking to the life of Jesus, looking to His teachings, and practice it. Hold on to it. Meditate on it. Everything that tries to come around it, to surround it like an army, rebuke it and cast it down, and hold fast to His truth. There came a time where the enemy came in like a flood in my mind and threw me for a loop for a while. Until the Lord put in my heart, get back to my truths. As soon as I did that, it was like immediately my mind went back to clarity. I had a sound mind. We must continue to go back to his truth. That is our weapon. If we do not, the devil will have us in a maze to where we cannot get out. It is Jesus' truth that gets us out of that maze. So whatever conflict, whatever struggle, whatever problem you have, it is solved through his truth. In the midst of pain, in the midst of depression, in the midst of anger, in the midst of bitterness, whatever it is, God always has a solution. We need to find his word. We need to talk to him, pour out our heart to him. Don't hide anything from him because he knows all things. And continue to pray. Continue to read, even if you don't see results. Keep praying. Keep reading. Keep meditating. It's the moment when you stop and give up. You've lost the war. The enemy will continue to push through as a flood, and his main goal is to destroy you, is to kill you. We must not allow this to happen to us. We must prevail. We must overcome.